to, there was a guy, Cameron Johns, who's son of quite a famous football coach in New Zealand, Don Johns, who was quite legendary. However, Cameron's started our supporters club for the Auckland City. Probably Tahiti was his last trip abroad, unfortunately. He would have loved to come to the Club World Cup with us in 2006, our first one in Japan. But Cam had cancer and it was terminal. But he did see the games on TV at the club. He wasn't looking too hot. He died in December that year, so a few weeks later, unfortunately, Cam was gone. But this Kiwi got the name Cam from that. And since then, he's been with us. He's been to probably 8 Oceania Championships. He's been to 4 Club World Cups now, and as it is a tradition in our club, the youngest member will carry this with him on tour. And you know, it's a bit special. It's not just a silly little mascot, it means a lot. So David Brown, where are you? I can't see you. This is Cam. Look after him.
How long have you been at Auckland City in the capacity as physio?
I've probably been here now for 4 seasons. I'm into my 4th season now. Yeah, so we 2008-2009 season, I think it was, before we went up to Dubai. Yeah. And I was the junior, and now I'm the senior. Yeah.
What's your favourite memory been of working with the club over those 4 seasons?
Well, just speaking previously before, obviously 2009 when we won a couple of dollars and beat the champions of Africa in Dubai, that was pretty high, but probably to qualify for that particular tournament in the Solomon Islands. I think we played in front of about 16,000 Solomon Islanders. Guys had taken 4 days on a boat to come and see us play, and we were losing early on in the match, and we ended up winning 7-2. Kieran Jordan came on and scored a hat-trick that was phenomenal, and that probably rates on par with beating or coming 5th in the world, essentially.
How do you, as a fitness consultant, if you like, help bring the team's fitness levels up to scratch before something like the Club World Cup?
So I tend to probably work a little bit closer to Ramon and under Ramon's directive in that behalf. So and also the doctor sort of tends to bounce a few or throws 10 cents in when he's sort of available to do that for us as well. And we tend to we go for a slightly shorter session but a few more in frequency, so we chuck an extra session in there for about 3 or 4 weeks. And that's probably how we tend to just top people up, because obviously we are a team of amateurs. We have guys that have to work a 40-hour week, 9-to-5 job, and then we have a few other players that are fortunate that provide community coaching around us in Auckland here, and so their flexibility of time's a little bit more than those guys working 40 hours a week. So to juggle that and the training level that's required to compete on a world stage is difficult. But between the 3 or 4 coaches and the medical staff we have here, we've been able to sort of manage that reasonably well in the last 2 campaigns. So obviously it's always a daunting task to go and play J-League champions as we did last year, and we sort of know that we've got to be competitive again but also be realistic in our approach. So we try and do as much as we can with both the time that we have available and obviously the resources that we have at hand.
Who's the biggest character in the team that you have to work with?
I've probably got a couple that I enjoy working with. I enjoy working with all the players, of course. A few probably spring to mind more than some others. I enjoy working with Ivan, just he's cool, calm and collected. Like, he never tends to get too flustered, and I suppose his mana around the change room is phenomenal. Like, he just changes rooms when he walks in, so I appreciate working with Ivan for that respect. And then probably the biggest character would be Adam Dickinson. Yeah, so most people will smile when I mention that name, just because the energy that he brings to change rooms he's one of those guys you've got to have in the team. Yeah, and obviously his playing ability is sort of phenomenal. So a couple more goals, he'd be unreal. So, yeah. But yeah, Adam Dickinson, biggest character for sure.